Croito's channel of light fluid. Time for an August episode of Tennis Ace. We ended up skipping it last month for various reasons, but I'm going to try and keep up to the once a month Tennis Ace videos for a bit anyway. Once I catch up with Basket, that will be a little more difficult. But then we'll see what happens. So, I know where we left things off, so let's pick it up right now. I paced back and forth nervously around the living room, unable to bring myself to relax. For some reason I feel really uneasy. The last message Shoichi sent me was on Thursday after he got home from the festival. "Good night, talk to you tomorrow," was all he said. For some reason, since he didn't say anything afterwards, I've been worrying the whole time. Are you waiting for mail or something? Aki turns around on the couch and climbs on his knees, his head peeking atop the back of the sofa. "What mail? It's a Saturday." He shrugs. "I know, some high priority delivery go out on Saturdays." Well, that's a fair point. This isn't the case here. How am I supposed to know? You never tell me anything. Right, I guess that's a fair point. So, what's going on? I tap on my phone screen for a few seconds, never really doing anything with it or typing anything. I merely contemplate how much information I want to give, if any at all. The last thing I want to do is say or do something that might alienate my little brother. Well, I had invited Shoichi to spend the night here this weekend. He said he's going to check with his dad, but... What? Well, he hasn't said anything since Thursday. I'm afraid he might have had a problem with his father or something. Is that it? Yeah. I kind of expected more of a reaction. For some reason I feel a little bit miffed. I won't worry too much. Shoichi Ni's dad is strict. He might have just done something that got him grounded. He's a little bit old for that. We never know. Some people operate by a totally different set of rules. You can't rule out the possibility. Besides, Shoichi Ni has a curfew, and a really strict one. Even my curfew is less restrictive. That's also a fair point. God, I hate it when he makes good points. I don't want to be proven to be irrational for worrying, damn it. I need a break from my own mind. Still, I wish you told me sooner that you might show up this weekend. Oh, why's that? Well, some of my friends were bugging me about organising a gaming night. Since I didn't have anything better to do, I agreed. I won't have the chance to spend time with Shoichi Ni. Oh, sorry, I guess I've got to tell you. It's not like I had plans to hide it from him, but... I'm not going to lie, part of me is relieved he's not going to be home. Given how handsy Shoichi's been getting lately. What am I thinking? We're just going to have a regular sleepover like we usually do. Mind, get out of the gutter. When do you leave this sleepover of yours? 1 PM. They wanted to do a movie marathon while we started playing games overnight. Oh, my little kid brother is finally going to spend his first weekend without studying. I'm so proud. Not such a weird thing to be proud of. You're a weirdo. Hey, is that really how you respond to someone complimenting you? How rude. Hey, you don't have to pout like that. I'm just joking. Mostly. You used to be so cute. What the hell happened to you? Why are you staring at me like that? It's creepy. Staring? I'm not staring. I'm perfectly normal. Sure. Whatever you say. My facial expression can't be that obvious, can it? By the way, Nikki, can I ask you a question? It's kind of personal. I don't see why not. What is it? So, I know you don't exactly have the best track record with dating, but how do you let someone know you like them? What? You mean how you tell a friend you like them, right? Like in a friend sort of way, right? You know that's not what I mean. But you're my little baby brother. You can't be having these kinds of thoughts already. I'm not ready to have the talk. A talk? Well, you know, when you start getting a bit older and go through puberty, you start finding yourself having these urges. Sometimes your penis might even... Stop. I don't hear all that stuff from you. I already know about all that. You do? Yes, we live in the age of the internet. Besides, we have sex ed in school. You're using the internet to look up that kind of stuff. That's what you got from that? Give me a break, okay? I don't know how to handle all this. I just want to know how to tell a girl that I like her. I don't need all this extra stuff. You just do? That's not helpful at all. I was more looking for, I don't know, something sweet and cute that I could do to let her know I think of her that way. We talk pretty often, but I think she sees me as just a friend. I don't think she realises how I feel. Look, Aki, grand gestures are cute and all, but that's the thing for movies and romantic fiction. That sort of thing rarely ever works in the real world. Really? I'm afraid so, buddy. Sometimes you just have to muster the courage to spit it out. Just make sure you do it in a way she doesn't feel pressured or uncomfortable. Oh, that's a lot harder and scarier than I thought it'd be. Maybe I should just forget about it. Honestly, I wish you would. Yes, it might be horrible of me to say so, but I really don't want you to be dating already. Please stay small and cute and innocent for a little while longer. Well, thanks for trying to help at least. Yeah, sorry I couldn't be more help. That's a lie, I'm not the least bit sorry. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready. I'm leaving in an hour, I need to shower. Sure, did you get Mom's permission before she left? Oh no, feel free to do so in my place if you want. Hey, that's not how things work here. You don't have permission, then I can keep you from going. Yeah, I think I'd be much scared if you hadn't made that same bluff tons of times before. I swear, no one takes me seriously around here. A few hours later. Eventually I've taken to sitting on the couch waiting for some kind of response. Now that Aki is gone, I'm all by myself. I have nothing to distract me from worrying about the lack of messages from Shoichi. He usually messages me every day, even more so after we started dating. I'm used to him going this long without answering me. God, I need a hobby. Come in. Why is someone knocking on our door all of a sudden? Was someone supposed to come over today? I don't really remember. There's another knock on the door, and this time I respond with a little less patience. Yeah, I'm coming, calm down. I unlock the door, sliding it open to see who's been knocking, and I see a tall blue husky staring down at me with a goofy smile on his face. Shoichi? Good afternoon. Sorry to just drop by without a word. No, that's all right. Come on in. Shoichi walks along with me, putting a hand on my head and lightly petting me as we make our way to the living room. Well, the house is really quiet. There's no one else home. Nah, turns out Aki's scheduled to spend the night at a friend's house and they're going to be doing a movie marathon or something. Oh, that sounds like fun. We should do one of our own. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. He's acting so casual. Even though he's left me worried, he's acting like nothing is happening. Maybe I'm just being unreasonable, but it's not like Shoichi to be like this. He usually always apologises whenever he goes long without contact. He knows I'm prone to worry and he's always been mindful of it. I don't want someone I care about just going away suddenly again. If you don't mind me asking though, I was a bit worried about you. How come you didn't message me after the festival? That's not a big deal. Are you sure? Your face doesn't look like it's not a big deal. I just had some problems. Nothing major. Uh-oh, I'm already familiar with this game. There is zero chance I'm going to hear that and we'll just drop it. What happened? Can't we just let it go? It's not important anyway. Are we really going to start our relationship by keeping secrets from each other? That kind of hurts. Well, now you're just playing dirty. I'm not going to lie, I totally stole that line from a random TV show. I just want you to be honest with me, that's all. If it really isn't a big deal, then you have no reason not to tell me. Fine. So, I didn't tell you about this before, but after the volleyball finals, I got scouted again. Oh, Saya already told me about this. I'll just act like nothing's happened. I'll let him tell me the full story. By, the Yakoda Panthers. The biggest team in the country, huh? Let me guess, you're going to say no. Huh? I expect you to have more of a reaction. Oh, sorry, let me try again. Oh, wow, the panthers? No way. When was this? What did you tell them? Shoichi stares at me with a dissatisfied look on his face, clearly annoyed at my reaction. I take back what I said. I prefer the earlier reaction. You get what you ask for. Now, please, continue the story. Yeah, sure thing. Anyway, like I was saying, I got scouted by the panthers and... Well, I guess I didn't really give them an answer then. I still had what you said to me in mind, I guess. I couldn't bring myself to say no. I have to admit, I'm happy that you were considering it. I don't want you to have to give up on your dreams. I want you to be honest with yourself about what you want. Oh, it's not that easy. You have an entire support system built around encouraging you to chase after your dream of going pro. I don't have that. You don't have to feel bad about it, though. It's not like it's your fault. Either way, the real issue's my dad. The scout showed up yesterday morning while I was still asleep, so Dad was the one that saw them. I hadn't told him about them showing up. I usually always tell him when I turn down an offer because it makes him really happy. But since I didn't turn it down, I thought I'd just keep it quiet. He wasn't happy about that. What? He can't be that unreasonable, can he? Shoichi merely stares at me with a sad smile on his face. If he didn't want to say anything bad about his father, but at the same time not being able to bring himself to disagree with me. I feel a tightness in my chest when he looks at me like that. What happened? Well, he was pretty mad. Said he couldn't believe I was hiding things from him, and he thought he raised me better than that. Isn't that ridiculous? He throws such a fuss over such a small thing. I don't understand. Until last week I thought you were pursuing volleyball because you didn't want to. Now that I know it speaks to your dad, it makes even less sense to me. Why'd he be so against it? It's not a nice thing to say. What isn't? Shoichi smiles mournfully. By now it's already become so easy for me to spot when he's hiding his true feelings from me. It's so weird. This smile of his used to be so good at deceiving me before. Why is it now I can see how fake it is so easily? Oh, he doesn't like athletes. Says they're all overpaid circus clowns, among other things that aren't nearly as nice. He hates the idea of me pursuing sports as a career. Says I'd end up as a drug addict when the fame went to my head. Can you believe he'd say something like that about his own son? What? That's ridiculous. Professional athletes are well-respected members of society. There's nothing wrong with being an athlete. Yeah. Not only that, it's not like the athletes themselves decide on how much they'll be paid. It even depends on how much money they make for their sponsors and teams. There's no conspiracy to overpay them or anything. Yeah. And he's known me for 12 years now. He knows I've always wanted to go pro. Doesn't mean he also thinks I'm going to be some future drug addict with no future? Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. I can't believe Takehiko-san could hold such bad opinions of me and other athletes in general. And Shoichi was forced to grow up listening to this his whole life while secretly dreaming of going pro himself. That's just too cruel. It was ever since I was hiding it from him, it must have meant I was considering it. I tried to deny it, but I guess he saw right through me. Yeah, not a very good liar, huh? So he tore into you considering going pro? That's... I want to say it's ridiculous. I want to scream about how awful it is. I want to call Takehiko-san every name in the book. But I know that even if Shoichi is upset over this, if I did that, I'd only end up hurting Shoichi even more. It's strange. I've been feeling kind of confident in myself thanks to you. All of it's just gone now. I feel just as useless as I did before. You're not useless. Don't you know just how many people rely on you? No one would do that if you were useless. I'm not so sure. He looks utterly defeated. What can I even say to him when he's like this? Look, your dad doesn't know what he's saying. There's no point even listening to him anymore. It's not that easy, Carriot. He's my father. So what? He's already proven himself to be a biased jerk who doesn't care about tearing you down for having different plans for your future than he does. He just wants what's best for me. You can't see this to be trying to justify him. If you wanted what was best for you, then he wouldn't say such hurtful things to you. Oh, you had to. I'm a real big idiot, so it was the only way he could get me to listen. Shoichi, stop trying to cover for him. You don't get it, okay? Well, stop trying to stick your damn nose where it doesn't belong. Ah. We both seem to be equally shocked. Shoichi just raised his voice at me. I never thought I'd see the day where something like that would happen. As soon as he realised it, all the fight drained out of his body, he took a few steps back, slumping onto the nearby couch. I'm sorry. Shoichi muttered a weak apology, his voice incredibly soft and meek. I walked up to him, taking a seat right at his side and wrapped an arm around his waist. It's okay, no harm done. I wonder if I really mean that. You know, I've always hated that about you. What? I pull away, shocked at these sudden words. Shoichi hates me? I'm very confused now. You're always so disgustingly confident and positive. You try to put everyone up to your standards without stopping to think that maybe not everyone has an easier time as you. What do you mean? You know, I really used to hate the word genius when I was younger. There is nothing more than a way for people to dismiss others' hard work and make themselves feel better about it. Growing up next to you was hard. Sure, I saw how hard you worked to reach your objectives, but I never slacked off either. Well, not once. I kept working harder and harder and harder, because if I slacked off for even a second, I just got left behind. I kept working hard until I felt like I was drowning. I could barely remember what I was working so hard for. But even then, you're always so far ahead of me, it hurt. Even now, when you're barely putting in any effort into anything, I can barely manage to match you despite doing my best. I really grew how to hate how you could be so positive about everything when you were so incredibly blessed in everything. Academics, sports, you name it. It took me years of constant effort to get where I am, and I got to watch you doing just as well, if not better, while constantly skipping class, slacking off and just taking it easy. It sucks, Carriette. I feel like at any time you could leave me behind and I'd have nothing left. It keeps me up at night thinking about it sometimes. The thought is just so scary. When I wanted to cry from frustration, you're the only thing keeping me grounded all these years. Thought that you might one day leave me behind as I can't catch up is terrifying. I don't know where it came from, but words keep pouring out of the husky's built frame. His shoulders begin to quiver as he continues to talk, going on and on like a dam has burst. His words go round in circles, making the same point over and over as he doesn't seem to even know what point he's trying to make. I guess that's because he's not trying to make a point. He's spitting out years of frustration and anxiety that are bottled inside. To be honest, I don't know what to say. I'm stunned by the sudden revelation that is merely thrown at me, giving me no time to react. My best friend's been feeling this way for years and I didn't know. I feel ashamed of myself for not noticing. Eventually, Shoichi runs out of words. He merely stares at his feet, his head hanging down, his ears twitching. I feel like I should speak, say something to break this weird atmosphere. But words don't come to mind. Instead, I wrap my arms even tighter around him, resting my chin on his shoulder and trying my best to be encouraging. Even if I can't say anything helpful, at least I can listen. Sorry for just bringing this on you all of a sudden. It's alright. It's good that we're finally managing to be honest with each other. I'm sorry I never noticed how you felt. Well, if you had, it only made me feel worse. But putting that aside, Shu, can you tell me more about this kind of thing? You mean, about my dad? Yeah, what other things does he do or make you do? Shoichi? Sorry, Carriette, I'm not saying it's a definite no, but can we leave this for later? I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I just want to distract myself. Is that okay? Is it that bad? I already have all sorts of horrible scenarios coming to mind. Oh, no. It's not because of that. It's just... I'm kind of stressed, you know. I do a lot of chores for him to allow me to come here today and spend the night, and we fought a lot yesterday. I wanted to relax and clear my head for a bit. Is that okay? Oh, of course. So what do you want to do? I don't know. The obvious answer would be scream, but I somehow don't think that would be an appropriate response. I can get you a pillow to scream onto if you want. I appreciate the consideration. That's probably not a good idea regardless. Could we play something? I always have fun when we're playing games together. Yeah, sure, of course. As long as it helps you, and there's no reason not to. Thank you, Hector. I really appreciate it. You know, I did buy this new survival horror title that came out recently. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. You've always liked horror stuff. Yeah, either way I haven't played it yet. Maybe instead of me playing it, we could have you play instead while I watch. That we used to when we were kids and you bought that one about the ghosts in the mansion you had to exorcise. What's the name again? Mortem. Yes, that. It does sound like it could be a good distraction. Engage a little bit of that adrenaline and all. I do want to prepare some snacks before we get to it like I used to. For sure, give me a second. I get up, head into the kitchen to grab a bag of popcorn before quickly making my way back to the living room. Let's get this started. I'll turn on the console. Sometime later. We spend quite a while immersed in the new game, slowly trudging through the opening segments. The eerie atmosphere starts establishing itself. Soon we find ourselves having to run away from abominations armed with nothing but a flashlight and a bunch of hiding places spread around the maps. Oh shit, he found me. Run, 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 run. Shoichi tries jumping out of the dumpster he'd been hiding in. We're swarmed by a group of enemies and slaughtered before he has a chance to get very far. This game certainly isn't afraid to get graphical either. So much of that. How many was that now? 3? 5. I think I'm done for now. Sure, is there any other game you want to play? I think I'm done with games. Using the controller, Shoichi shuts off the entertainment system and the television. What do you want to do then? Well... He leans closer to me, wrapping his arms around me and pulling me up, placing me down on top of his lap, his arms around my waist and his chin resting on the back of my shoulder. What? You said Aki-kun isn't home, right? Yeah, I did. Is he suggesting? Can I just hold you like this for a bit? Oh, he just meant cuddling. Yeah, of course you can. Thanks. Shuichi's left hand slowly rubs my stomach, the sensation very tender and pleasant. He nuzzles my neck with his cheek, obviously seeming very pleased with the situation. I do have to admit it's really nice. I still feel a bit self-conscious, but I really like it. You're really soft, you know. Holding you like this is so comfortable. Thank you. It does feel nice, although I'm a bit heavy for you. You're deceptively light. Here. Shuichi tightens his hold around me and starts bouncing me up on his leg with very little effort. What are you doing? See, I told you you're really light. This just now. There's no way that was totally innocent. You really shouldn't do that out of nowhere. It's really bad for my heart. Oh, sorry, I didn't think you'd mind. After what he pulled you in the festival, I don't believe for even a second he didn't mean anything by it. It almost felt like he's bouncing me on his... Nope, no. Bad thoughts go away. This really isn't good for my heart. Gary, are you okay? You seem a bit out of it. Yeah, I'm fine. I can't let you know I'm feeling embarrassed. I lean back a bit, increasing the contact between my back and his chest, moving a hand down to caress his arm. Oh, I take back what I said. You seem to be pretty into it. There's nothing wrong with indulging myself every now and then. Besides, you're plenty soft yourself, too. Is that so? Oh, you can use me as a pillow if you like. By the way, you smell really nice. Shuichi takes a few whiffs with his face on my neck, lightly kissing me. That's kind of a weird thing to say. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm still new to this, so please let it slide this time. Let it slide? You don't even seem to be upset about the faux pas. Why should I? Oh, is that how it's going to be? Do I need to utter 1,000 apologies to make up for it? No, just 500 will suffice. Just 500? My, you're feeling so generous today. Shuichi hugs me tighter. Somehow it feels like we're just joking around like we always did, except in a more intimate way. This sort of thing doesn't bother me in the slightest. Is that weird? Yes, I'm a generous god after all. A god? Well, someone's self-confidence seems to be soaring today. I know of my own charms. Shoichi snorts, patting me atop the head with a smile. Yes, you are my Prince Charming after all. Does that mean you're the princess? Nope, I'm the even more charming king that seduces the prince. Boy, what kind of fairy tales did your parents read to you as a child? This is nice. What is? This, things seem to be going really well between us and all. I get that we only just started dating, but I don't know, it's surprisingly low stress. Maybe because no one knows yet? That could be it. Oh, about that, I suggest you hold that thought. Huh? Why? Oh, Saya-chan messaged me recently. She told me she talked to you about it, and you confirmed it. She's all excited and congratulating me and whatnot. It was amusing. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Everything that happened after distracted me so much. Oh, it's okay. Besides, Saya-chan already knew I liked you for a long time. She's really perceptive. Yeah, it's a matter of time. And I could imagine us hiding it from our friends if things went well, so... So you're not mad I told her? Oh, not at all. If anything, it makes me happy because it means you're comfortable enough with us to confirm when she asked. Oh, really? Ah, that's a relief. I was worried you'd be upset I didn't consult you. Well, it'd be nice to have been asked, but I won't complain too much because I like the end result. You could keep it in mind, maybe? Oof. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, you don't need to worry too much, though. I'm not upset. Right. Why do I feel like even when I do something right, I find a way to mess it up? Well, at least I think that's everyone who knows. Unless someone else on your side knows. No, just Aki. I hope. My heart can't take someone just springing it on me out of the blue much more. Oh, did Aki-kun take it anyway? Was he okay with it? Very much so. I kind of felt anticlimactic even. It's a real letdown. Are you seriously complaining about your brother being accepted? First world problems much? Oh, shut up. It's all very new to me. I have a right to grumble a bit. Oh, I don't know about that. Hey, Shoichi-kun, can I ask you a question? He squeezes me lightly and leans forward, his face almost side by side with mine. Sure. Well, should I be worried? You haven't called me Shoichi-kun since... Oh, I can't even remember when the last time was. Oh, right. Sorry, I don't know why I called you all of a sudden. Are you okay? Well, I just have a doubt of sorts. Like, what do you call yourself? What do I... Huh? Shoichi? No, I didn't mean like that. More like, well, your sexuality. What do you call that? Ah, why does the label even matter? Just humour me, please. Well, I call myself gay. Isn't that pretty obvious by now? So, you only like men? Oh, I suppose. You suppose? Well, I've never really had feelings for any guys other than you. As far as I know, I'm not attracted to women, but I don't have much experience with that sort of thing. Unless you're asking what kind of porn I do. No, I don't need to know that. Sheesh, calm down. You don't need to throw a fit. That's a bit too much information. You're the one who asked. I didn't ask about that. Does it bother you? Well, not really. Free to... No, not that, you dumbass. I mean your question about my sexuality. Does something about it bother you? Oh, right. Of course you meant that. Oh, what am I thinking? How do I put this? Your sexuality doesn't bother me. I guess I'm just struggling with what to call myself. Do you even need to call yourself anything? Well, yeah, I can't just leave it up in the air. Really? So long as you're with someone you really like, what does it matter? Unless you want to explain it to people, in that case a label definitely makes it easier. I just prefer to have things in black and white, okay? I like having everyone well defined. Shuichi's right hand goes up to my face, cups my chin in it and gently moves my head so I'm looking to the side. He kisses my cheek, stroking my fur and nuzzling my neck. The gesture is so incredibly sweet I can feel my face getting hot. Oh, you don't need to worry so much. Go at your own pace and think things through properly. Well, I know I sprang a lot on you since we first started dating. There's a lot you need to adjust to. Thank you. I'm more just trying to figure this out for myself, though. Oh, what do you think? Are you bi? I don't know. I really felt attracted to any girl or to any of my exes. I just dated them because it was easier to say yes and go with the flow over dealing with the guilt of saying no. I sincerely hope that's not what you're doing to me. Of course it's not. I actually like you big lug. Oh, big lug? That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. I get the feeling I'm being mocked. Jokes aside, if that's how it is, then you might just be gay after all. You think so? Well, I obviously can't know what you're thinking, so I can't give you any concrete answer. The only one who can do that is you. Ooh, but it requires so much thinking, and thinking is so hard. Can't you do it for me? Oh, stop whining so much. This isn't homework. You can't just pass the buck off to me. Oh, that'd be so much easier, though. Never stop thinking about it, but I'm so comfortable around Shoichi. I feel okay with being a little more difficult when I'm around him. Alright, I'll stop for now. Oh, you've been surprisingly agreeable today. Yeah, you happen to have got me in a good mood. Is that so? Well, to me, I wasn't in a good mood, but you did a great job of getting me there. You're a really comfy pillow. I can't say upset when I'm holding you. What am I, a teddy bear? I wish. I'd love to go to bed with you every night. What do you mean? What do I... Oh, wait, now that I think about it, I think that sounded wrong. You think? But I don't mind the wrong way either. What? Good to see where you stand on it, love. Too sickly sweet. Please don't call me that. I knew you'd act like that, but it's still funny. Besides, I'd be willing to give it a try. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. It's been really hard for me to hold back. Shoichi moves a hand down to my inner thigh, stroking it slowly and teasingly. Huh? He leans forward, lightly nibbling on my left ear and whispering. Oh, just so you know, I've been holding back from touching like I want to for years. Once I'm allowed to, I'll definitely partake of you. Oh! You sound just like Junkun when you're flustered. Just as quickly as he began teasing me, he backs off, chuckling to himself. Mind shutting down, thoughts slowing to a stop. You're an ass. Oh, how so? Are you hoping I keep going? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Is that so? Out of nowhere, I feel Shoichi's hand cupping and lightly squeezing my crotch. It makes the tent hidden inside twitch at the sudden touch. Ah! You sure about that? This guy here at least seems pretty happy. You should shut up. I might just snag myself such a cute boyfriend. I feel like I don't get taken seriously at all here. I'm not cute. That makes me sound so small. Oh, I could carry around in my pocket. Hard pass. Oh, that'd be so cute. You'd be like my little pocket boyfriend. Your weird ideas scare me sometimes. Oh, weird. I thought it was a nice idea. Your sense of taste is truly unsettling sometimes. I think I'll pass, thank you very much. Oh, alright. Well, at least I tried. Oh, by the way, I've got to ask back during the festival. Was Hitika-chan truly okay with me stealing you for the dance? Oh, she made me promise to go out with her another time and give her all my attention. You're really going to have your hands full with that. Oh, tell me about it. But it allowed me to dance with you, so it was worth it. You're so sappy. This is sappy. Truly the greatest sap master. No, you're just mocking me. Who, me? I would never. You can't pull off an innocent act. You're way too smug. Shoichi kisses my neck again, putting a hand on my chest and squeezing me. Hey, Carriot, you like dating me so far? That's kind of sudden. Where did that come from? Oh, just humour me. And you complained when that was my sole reasoning for asking a question. Yeah, I have. It's been way easier to transition our relationship into that than I thought it'd be. Of course, sometimes it hits me that we're dating now and I have a whoa, this is so surreal moment. Rather than that, things have been really smooth. But we haven't done much yet either. Haven't done much, eh? Does that mean we should do more? Ah! It squeezes my crotch another time, making me jump. You're so cute. Don't just do that out of the blue. Oh, so it's okay if I ask first? That's not what I said. Are you horny or something? Well, I'm not, but I can be if you want. Just keep bouncing on my lap like that. You're a pervert. Says the guy that's definitely had way more sex in his life than I have. Well, sure, any number higher than 0 is already way more times. Ouch, that's kind of a mean thing to say. You're asking for it. Don't dish it out if you can't take it back. Aye, aye, Captain. Shoichi seems to want to take the lead in our relationship. I'm not really opposed to it since he's much surer of himself than I am considering our circumstances. I'm definitely not just going to roll over and take it. That sounded wrong. So, what should we do now? What do you mean? Well, you're spending the night over, right? We're obviously not going to just sit around the entire time, so what should we do? Oh, but I'm liking sitting like this. Come on, I might not be that heavy, but I refuse to believe you can handle me sitting on you for so long without any pain or discomfort. Well, it's a slightly reduced circulation to my legs, but I don't mind. I do. I slide off his lap and back to the couch, pulling away from his arm to try to clutch me close. Oh. We can cuddle some more later if you want. I'm not saying to stop forever. Alright. You're way too easy to please. Maybe we could play something or watch a movie? Oh, didn't you say Aki-kun is having a movie marathon with his friends? Maybe we should have one of our own. Sure, the idea is good, but what kind of movie would we marathon? Oh, I don't really have any ideas, so what do you think? Me, aren't you always complaining I'm indecisive? Well, it makes this a great opportunity to practice. Since when does that... never mind. Can I just suggest a genre and we see what's available in Slipstream? If I have to come with the specific titles, this will take a while. I'm sure we can just go by the highest rated movies in the chosen genre. That definitely makes it way easier. Let's see, what genre should we watch? What about a horror marathon? Ooh, horror. Does that mean I have a frightened little dog cuddling up to me for comfort? In your dreams, I'm not the type to be easily scared, especially by movies. Oh, I can still dream. Well, nothing stops you from cuddling for other reasons. Such a weird thought to have. A few hours later. I have to admit the movies we chose weren't the best. Oh look, she's about to walk down the stairs of the creepy dark cellar all alone without a flashlight. How much are you willing to bet she dies here? I won't bet anything, she's obviously going to die here. Oh, it's not fun if we're both in agreement. And there she goes. The movies ended up being an apologetic gore fest with no other interesting traits whatsoever. Nothing special about the characters, stories or effects. Man, that's a lot of jump scares. Did any of them even work? Not that I can remember. One of these end of the most highly recommended movies in the service. Really shitty taste, I guess. That's a bit rude to say. What other explanations do you have? Paid reviews? Oh sure, bad taste is rude, but corruption isn't. What should we do now? You're in such a rush to decide everything. We don't get to do this often. I just want to optimize our time so we can do as many things together as we can. Optimize our time? Dude, you don't be so robotic about it. What happened to just going with the flow and having fun? Going with the flow? I wasn't aware that I was dating a hippie. I'm quite a few decades too late and in the wrong continent for that. Yeah, fair enough. What time is it now anyway? Shoichi pulls his phone out of his pocket to check, making a beep as the screen comes to life. Oh wow, it's already 6:30 PM. Really? Time went by really fast. Time always goes by really fast when I'm with you, but yeah, today especially. Flatterer. Should we think of what we can do for dinner plans? Oh, I can cook for us if you like. I was thinking more of going out to buy something. That'd be a bit of a waste of money though, wouldn't it? We already have ingredients at hand anyway. Yeah, but I want to spend my time having fun with you, not with cooking. Oh, that's really sweet. Well, I guess that's a good point. Safe. In that case, what should we get? We can just get a lunchbox in the grocery store each. Oh, sure, there are a lot of options. Which one do we pick? You're getting a bit ahead of yourself. Let's go to the store and see what they have first before we decide. Well, that makes sense. The neighbourhood store is mostly empty by the time we get there. Seem to be a few ominous clouds in the sky which might have contributed to leaving the place deserted. Oh, it looks like we might have rain any minute now. Did the weather forecast say anything about it? Oh, not to my knowledge, but then again I didn't check today. My, they always organise Shoichi-kun didn't bother checking all the variables before leaving the house. How can you even relax like this? Aren't you hilarious? Ha ha, I'm dying of laughter here. We walk to the food aisle and take a look at our options here. There's one thing I've always liked about this store is just how varied their selection is. Sushi, curry, stew, tonkatsu, karaage, fish. Oh, so many things to choose from. You have any idea what you're going to get? How about we leave me for later and try to focus on what you want first? Bigger boys need more food, right? Translation, you have no idea what you want. Shut up. I think we're going to get tonkatsu with curry and rice. Talk about a bog standard dinner. Oh, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. What about you, Mr. Bog Standard? What kind of magic innovation are you going to pick for your dinner? Well, you have no clue, do you? No, it's not that. I just wanted you to pick for me to see if you knew me well. Seriously? That's the best excuse you could come up with. I'm trying, okay? Alright, I'll choose for you. No matter what I pick, you have to eat. Wait, I mean, here you go. Squid tempura with rice and sausages. Can I have something a little more traditional? No, of course not. Only the best for you, my dear. But you know I don't like squid. Oh no. Shoichi. Yes? Can I please have something else? Oh, I don't know. Can you? Desire to cause harm increasing. Pretty please. Well, of course you can. It's not like I control you or anything. You can do whatever you want. Then what's this whole little show for? Jeez, you have to look so miffed. I was just joking. I'm just going to grab the same thing as you and we can be on our way. The rain started to pour while at the cash register. By the time we reached home, the rain had gotten stronger and thunder began striking. One became pumped up enough to call this a storm. Jeez, that came out of nowhere. I'm soaked. Shoichi pulls on the hem of his shirt, which is thoroughly stuck to his stomach. The shirt lifts, exposing his wet stomach and the muscles underneath. I have to admit the movement catches my attention. I can't help but stare for a bit. After a few seconds, I snap myself out of it and go back to functioning like normal. I think it'd be too much to hope you bought some extra clothes, huh? Oh, I have some clothes I keep here at your place, remember? You do? Jesus, dude. Every time I come over, I shower and get changed. Where do you think I get those clothes out of when I do that? Oh, I thought maybe you brought them with you in a bag or something. Are you asking me or telling me that? You really need to think things over a little bit more. Well, sorry I didn't pay much attention. Anyway, we should go dry ourselves while we eat dinner. Shoichi walks up the stairs, presumably to go grab a towel upstairs. I decide to follow behind him. A few minutes later. Alright, I finished drying myself. That took a while. Your fur really takes that long to dry? It wasn't that long. I had enough time to dry myself, get changed, transfer the food to different containers and reheat it. We just brought it over from the store. We didn't need to reheat. It was rained on. That cooled it down a lot. Plus I wanted to transfer it to a different container so water didn't get inside. You're so fussy sometimes. Look who's talking. Come on, let's eat. Wow, this food is steaming hot. I did tell you I reheated it. Sure, but some people might consider it a tad too hot. It could burn their mouths. Do you know what I call those people? What? Weaklings. Really? Oh, Sai-chan doesn't like food that's too hot. Maybe we should tell her you called her a weakling. What? I didn't. Give me a sec. I'll text her right now. Shoichi grabs his phone and begins typing on it. I nearly lunged him in a panic. No! Oh God, relax. I'm just joking. Look, I'm typing to a notes app. Of course I'm not going to text her that. How should I know? You've done this kind of thing before. True, but not when I'm provoked. Provoking you is about as easy as enticing a bear with a jar of honey. I definitely shouldn't say something like that whenever Kumagawa is around. I'll just eat. Yes, honey. Please don't call me stuff like that. Fine, fine. Just find your reaction too funny when I do. Is this bullying? This feels like bullying. Shoichi grabs his chopsticks and picks up a piece of his tonkatsu. Grocery store dinners are better than they have the right to be. Tonkatsu is a bit soggy though. I've heard if it were crisper. You can't give it a closed container for a long time with a bunch of steam and sauce inside and keep it crispy. I know, but I can still have my own preferences. Well, sure, I'd prefer if a genie came out and opened the box, but that doesn't make it realistic. You don't have to modify what I say to absurd degrees just to disagree with me. I don't have to, but I do like to. Just eat your food and shut up. Oh yes, Mr. Sunshine. Are you actually trying to get a rise out of me? Me? Why would I? I just like teasing you. You're way too cute when you're annoyed. Please stop trying to annoy me for your own amusement. Oh, do I really have to? Puppy dog eyes are not going to work. I have a younger brother. Oh yeah, that's true. Whoa, I just wanted to have some fun. You can be awfully chipper right now. It's a stark contrast to how your mood was earlier today. Yeah, you did do wonders with my mood. Oh, thanks, Carriot. You're welcome. Oh, is someone blushing? Eat your food. Just then another thunderclap echoes. The air around us feels like it even rumbled a bit. The lights begin to flicker alongside it and the two of us look around us. Wow, that's a pretty big one. Flickering lights are a bad sign. Maybe we should finish eating and go and plug stuff from the wall to make sure nothing crazy happens. Well, we had a typhoon not too long ago and now this? It's summer for crying out loud. Looks like the weather goblins are laughing at your summer. Weather goblins, really? Of course. What, are you adept to the weather fairies theory? You're a dork. Look who's talking. The rain seems to only get stronger while we continue our meal. By the time we finish, there's wind howling outside and the water hitting the window sounds like a bunch of rocks. Those must be some really big water droplets. Should I unplug the fridge? That would probably be a good... Suddenly the lights flicker another time and go completely out. Whoa, what the hell? Well, at least now you don't have to worry about unplugging your stuff. Sure, just keep it plugged to the wall through a bunch of power surges and whatnot. Sounds totally safe. We finish unplugging everything using our phones as flashlights. The lights remain out the entire time, giving no signs of coming back to life. Hey, Carriad. I have to admit I can't see much from the window, but it looks like the other houses have no power either. Yeah, that's not good. June lives nearby. I'll try messaging him to see if the light went out there too. Oh, good idea. I type a quick message and continue walking around the house, checking the windows to make sure there's no water leaking inside. I think I'm going to go upstairs and make sure Aki or my mom didn't leave any of their windows open just to be safe. Do you mind if I wait for you in your room? Already finished checking down here anyway. I don't mind if there's any reason why you want to go there. No, I just like your room better than your living room. It's cozier. Plus it smells of you, which is nice. What? Don't say stuff like that. It's embarrassing. Alright, sorry. A few minutes later. Alright, no windows left open and no ice leakages detected. I guess I can relax for a bit and just wait for the power to come back. June even messaged me back while I was checking. June, so it wasn't just you? I'm glad. We were freaking out a bit, thinking our power was cut. I'm a bit worried why his power would be cut, but I'm not going to ask. I think you take too kindly to me prying about it. Shoichi, you in here? Boo! Ah! Shoichi jumps out from behind me and grabs me by my waist, lifting me into the air and spinning me around. I got you. You're mine now. Shoichi, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just having a bit of harmless fun. He places me back on the ground and flips me around gently, landing a kiss on my lips. Jesus, that's not good for my heart. Oh, I'm just trying to be spontaneous. Yeah, well, you being spontaneous isn't good for my heart. Oh, sorry. I gave him a quick kiss and turned around, walking up to my desk and taking a seat on the edge. Is everything in order? Yeah, the house is fine. Not going to come down on our heads, at least. Did you get an answer from Junkun? He said the power is out there as well. Oof, that's not good. I tried asking Hitaka, but she and Mom don't live in the neighbourhood, and she said the power is fine there. It's probably just a power line that got cut or something. Shouldn't take too long to restore it to normal. Sure, always have to figure out what to do until then. We can just talk. We could cuddle. And that too. You don't sound very enthusiastic about it. This kind of thing is still a bit embarrassing for me, that's all. Okay. Shoichi walks closer to me, taking a seat by my side and placing a hand on my knee. So, I'm going to ask. It's been a bit over a week since we started dating and, well, things have been going pretty well between us, at least for me. Where do you stand on it? Honestly, I'm shocked by how well things have been. Oh, really? I can only make out a very few details of Shuichi's expression due to the darkness. His dark fur not helping any. I can tell from his voice he's smiling widely right now. Well, from his voice and the fact there's a little helicopter fan spinning around beside me. Yeah, sometimes when we get a bit more intimate, I have a moment when I go, whoa, 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 what am I doing with Shuichi? Then instinct goes away and I just feel comfortable. So, you don't feel like things have been going too fast? I haven't upset you or anything? Not at all. I'm pretty happy with how things have been going. To be honest, I'm pretty sure by now that I do like you like that. It's still a bit weird to admit I have feelings for a guy, and you especially. There's no way I can deny it anymore. You have no idea how happy that makes me. He wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer to him in a tight hug, and burying my head in his shoulder. It's the same here, big guy. Shuichi kisses my forehead and pulls away from me, grabbing my hand on top of my leg and squeezing it. Were you really afraid you'd made me uncomfortable? Well, I've never been in a relationship before, so I didn't know how to handle things. I might have been a bit aggressive at times. You mean horny? I don't know if I call it that. I'd definitely call it that. Oh, fine, call it whatever you want. I was just a bit worried there was too much is all. Well, the first time definitely was, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. Still makes me embarrassed, but I don't really mind. You mean that? Yeah, why? Shuichi pulls me closer to him, leaning next to my ear and whispering to me. Well, I have to admit it's been hard for me to hold back, and I was kind of hoping to go further today. Is that all right with you? Further? You mean... You know what I mean. Sex. He nods. His face is surprisingly neutral right now. If I can keep a straight face while saying that. My face feels so hot right now, I'm sure you could cook an egg on my forehead. Well, I'm not going to do anything you don't want me to do. If you say no, then I'll drop it. I was just hoping. Oh, man. This would be a really big step. Am I ready for something like that? It's not going to be my first time. Hell, when I think about it, I have enough experience I shouldn't bat an eye at it. But because it's a man, and Shuichi, I suddenly feel very vulnerable. Not that I mind that feeling. I know I can trust Shuichi with anything. I know he'd never do anything to hurt me. Well, we're both guys, so how would that even work? You want me to explain gay sex to you? It's really taking everything I have to stay calm right now if I had to explain. No, it's fine. I think I can pretty much guess. It's like it's rocket science. I don't know why I even asked. So, you're nervous too? Doesn't look like it. Well, of course I'm nervous. Look at what I'm asking you. No matter what answer you give me, it's still going to be nerve-wracking. My heart is racing here. For some reason, that thought comforts me. I want to try. I take a deep breath, trying to calm down my racing heart. I shouldn't be so nervous. I'm the one with experience here. I should be the one trying to make him more comfortable. There's no chance that's happening. I can't calm down at all. I want to try. I'm just really nervous. I don't know if I can do things properly. Oh, it's okay. Just let me lead. How are you going to lead? You've never done this before. Well, true, but I've been preparing. That kind of sounds wrong to say. I'm afraid of what this preparedness of his means. Do you have lube, right? Yes, I do, and hearing you ask for it just sounds really awkward. Sorry. Shoichi gets up from the desk, standing in front of me and leaning forward until he's face to face with me. I have to admit, I do like where I've got you. It's a really weird thing to say. I guess I'm just a weird person. Shoichi chuckles, places a hand on my stomach, and I freeze. Before we go any further, if at any moment you want me to stop, just say so and I will. Okay. Oh, and also, I love you, Carriad. I know, I like you too. I'll take what I can get. Baby steps. God damn it, his smile is so handsome, it's disarming. I want... Shoichi. Yeah? His voice comes out calm and deep. You know he speaks in a half whisper, I can feel it reverberating against me. Kiss me. He chuckles, placing a hand on top of mine and stroking the back of my hand with his thumb. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day where you'd ask me that. Damn, he's having way too much fun with me. Don't tease me, just kiss me. Before I can finish my sentence, he leans forward and gives me a quick peck on the lips, grinning widely. Like that? My heart is racing inside my chest, so much so that I fear it might end up bursting. Why is this so embarrassing? Shoichi is pushing my buttons, I don't even know how. A hard time understanding how I even ended up in this situation. Shoichi of all people. Silently I nod, incapable of mustering words to answer his question. Just too embarrassing. Her face is so red, it's adorable. Shut up, stop having so much fun at my expense. He laughs again, nuzzling my chin. Sorry, it's just not possible. Kisses me again. My eyes instinctively close as he leans in. I feel his cold nose bumping against mine, and then the wetness of his lips. Shoichi's lips linger for a moment, almost frozen into place. He then begins to gently nibble on my lower lip. It's like a shock runs all the way down from my lips to the base of my spine. His hand digs into my shirt, touching the bare fur underneath and slowly making its way up. The feeling of his hand exploring me is exhilarating. At this point, my brain's already stopped functioning properly. I just give myself over to the situation, focused only on enjoying the sensations. Once he pulls away, he stares up at me with a lustful smile. It's a look I've never seen on him before, almost like he were measuring me up. First glance, his smile is kind and gentle. But on a closer look, it makes me shiver because I suddenly feel like I'm prey. I realize only now that he's got me right under his thumb. Hey, Carriad? Yeah? My voice fails, coming out hoarse and breaking a little. Caught me by surprise when his hand went even higher on my stomach, pulling my shirt up all the way to my chest and leaving me half exposed. It only seems to amuse him even more. May I have you? Oh God. That is one of the dorkiest things I've ever heard. With the mood I'm in, for some reason it's really effective. I nod. Shoichi's hand travels downwards and he grabs my zipper. At this point it's a bit difficult to pull it down due to the tent that's formed inside. A tiny little part of my brain is yelling inside that I shouldn't let Shoichi of all people pull my shorts down. That voice is very quickly drowned out by every other part of my being. And yes, well, I'd love to carry on with this scene. If you've played Tennis Ace through, you know what a good job Basket did with it, but also I could be risking my channel if I read the whole thing and leave it up here. So for now, we're just going to fade out and we'll rejoin it later. He envelops me in a hug, lying on the bed next to me and snuggling close. Sorry, I didn't mean to be that forceful. He settles himself next to me and just both of us on the bed. Quickly covers himself up with a blanket, as if he still had any need to hide himself. I wanted us to cuddle a bit. To be honest, I feel completely drained. Mind being you drained yourself inside of me. Was that good for you? Do you even have to ask? Of course it was. I got to become one with you. Become one? That's a little cheesy. Oh, really? I thought it'd be cute. That's what I was thinking of while we were doing it. No, that's really, really cheesy. Who the hell says that sort of thing out loud? Hey, Carriot? Yeah? I love you. He scuttles up close to me, kissing me on the lips. Oh, thank you. I really like you too. You're really cute. One day I'm going to make you say that you love me back. Yeah. This is really embarrassing. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little drowsy. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just really tired. I'll bet. We did exert ourselves a lot more than I thought we would. Sex is really tiring, huh? How can you say something like that with such an innocent smile on your face? It's weird to be so casual about this. Or maybe I'm the one who's weird. Maybe we should sleep for a little while. I know I don't want to get up from here. I want to hold you and sleep. That sounds good. Shoichi huddles closer to me, wrapping his arm a little tighter around me. I close my eyes and nuzzle his neck, feeling the soft fur stroking my face as I do so. The sound of rain and Shoichi's peaceful breathing quickly lull me into sleep. Don't even try to resist his tendrils of drowsiness latch onto me. My chest feels like it might burst from happiness. And since I was going through the whole thing there, that was way more interesting for me than it would have been for you. And again, sorry for having to skip that, but honestly, I don't think I can get away with that on YouTube, even with the setting at 18+. So I really recommend, if you haven't played through Tennis Ace, you do, because it's a great story. Basket's done a great job. And also it means that you can actually worry through that scene. So the next day we'll pick things up from where we left them. And that will probably be sometime in September. We'll be going back to Tennis Ace. Let's see, next weekend we will do some more Password on Tyson's route. I'm not quite sure what else is going on this month. A few things might be out, and it all depends on when things happen. It's a little confusing as usual at the moment, knowing what's going on. But before I wrap up, I do, as always, have to give mention to my top patrons. I appreciate everything all my patrons do, and these ones get the mention. Cobus Visser, Basuksu, Dissonance, Cindy Dragawolf, Tiger Cub, Grizz, Evan King, David Taylor, The Beholder, Samuto, Brian Hall, Anubis Silverwind, Mydair Corval, Brandon Bradford, Bastian, Lark Huskerton, Marcus, Kopi, and Gunnar Muller. Thanks to you all for supporting me and helps with doing this channel and everything. So I say that is just about it for today, and I apparently have to take Nikolai for a walk now, so I'll wrap up very quickly and get him outside. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.